Birmingham's been sitting right at 30 degrees for about 5 hours now, and we still have some room to fall tonight, but that feels like temp. That's where the big problem has been today. It's felt like it's in the teens and 20s for most of this Monday, and it's going to feel like that again for a large part of the day on Tuesday. But the high temperature does at least rebound back to the mid-30s for most of central Alabama. May even get a few spots where it can jump up to near 40, especially to the south around Chilton and Bibb and Greene and Hale counties tomorrow afternoon. But there's your feels like at 6 o'clock this evening, 15 to 20 degrees. Man, it's cold out there. And it gets worse through the first part of tomorrow morning, at times feeling like it's near 10 north of Birmingham, and then feeling like about 18 at Alabaster, 17 at Clanton and Sylacauga, about 21 in Tuscaloosa. Tomorrow midday to early afternoon, the wind slows down a little bit, so it'll feel more like the actual air temperature, but any little breeze, especially if you're not right out in the sunshine, it is going to feel downright cold. Starting at 27 with a wind chill below 20 tomorrow morning. Buses are going to be rolling on a very, very cold Tuesday morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, Birmingham's high close to 37 degrees. That's it. That's as warm as it's going to get. Still cold and dry on Wednesday and Thursday, but the wind settles here to the point that it's manageable. We'll drop to about 19 degrees Thursday morning, and then look at that. Friday and Saturday, there is a legitimate winter storm threat for Alabama, but it's not going to impact all of us the same way. So Friday and Saturday, this is for the 10th and 11th, a widespread wintry mix that's probably going to transition from snow to sleet to freezing rain to rain, and maybe just make it a little bit messy throughout a large part of the day, will cause more impacts to the north than to the south, and the majority of the wintry weather is going to be near and north of Interstate 20. So the primary impacts will be more significant in Cullman, Arley, Hamilton, Winfield, Aniana, Sneed, Gadsden, Center, northward up toward Huntsville, Decatur, the Shoals, and then certainly into northeast Alabama. Around Jefferson and Shelby counties, we're right here on the dividing line between what could be some issues and then just a cold rain. And then farther south, Clanton, Rockford, Centerville. I think at this point in the game, and this could still change, at this point in the game, we're probably not looking at too much trouble. But here's one of the forecast models. I want to give you an idea of what we're looking at to put this forecast together. It's not going to work out exactly like this, but early Friday morning, travel could be really tough for a few hours in Birmingham. Then as the temperature warms, we will probably transition back to rain, where Huntsville and Cullman and Florence are probably in snow and sleet the whole time. And the Shoals is probably where we end up with the most snow and sleet altogether. But even around Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, we'll transition to rain for a while Friday, and then more snow is possible early Saturday morning. So here's how we think it all comes together. There are three pieces to this puzzle. Piece number one is on top of us today. That's already helped to drag the cold air southward. So as this departs, it's leaving cold air for piece two and piece three to come together. There's a critical point in this forecast Thursday night into Friday, and it's these two pieces merging into one. If they don't do that, it's not as significant, but we're becoming more and more confident that they will indeed do that, and there will be some very strong jet dynamics on top of us that could lead to some substantial snowfall. Look at this. We've got two different models that everybody likes to look at on social media. I'm not going to spend a ton of time going through each of these, but that's the GFS version. And here's the European version of snowfall. You see, there's a lot of disagreement between the individual models. Well, what about ice potential? The GFS showing a little bit of freezing rain and sleet. The European, on the other hand, showing a whole lot more potential for sleet and freezing rain. So I show you those things to let you know we still have some questions, but on these 2 days, there are going to be some impacts, especially north of I-20, to travel, potentially to schools, to get into work, that sort of thing. Want you to stay tuned. Make sure this is not the last time that you hear the forecast, and we'll get this as fine-tuned as possible as we get close to it.